Joining us now, the head coach of the defending back-to-back national champions, the Maryland Terrapins, Cathy Reese. And coach, as you look back on the first season of Big Ten lacrosse, what stood out to you about playing in this league?
Boy, well, it was an exciting year for sure. I think we have a lot of talented teams in the Big Ten, and we're just going to continue to grow and continue to get stronger as a conference. Lots of great competition all throughout, and made for an exciting season.
You returned 5 starters from last year, including 2-time Tewaaraton Award winner Taylor Cummings. What about Taylor's personality and her play has allowed her to have this historic success? And what, if anything, can she still improve on, considering she's dominated the game in the past 2 years?
Yeah, Taylor's great, and we've been really lucky in the sport to have such a talented player for me to coach and for us to watch. But with Taylor this year as a senior, she's one of our captains and leaders of this team, and I think her challenge this year is leadership and being able to lead a young team. Like you said, we returned 5 starters, so we are very inexperienced and very young, and it's going to be a fun season. But we're really looking to our leaders and Taylor Cummings and Alice Mercer, of 2 of our senior captains, along with Zoe and Nadine as 2 of our junior captains, to really step up and lead the way. So Taylor's had great success on the field, and I think leadership is going to be the next step for her to take as we look to be the best we can be this season.
Well, speaking of some of that youth for your team, last year Megan Whittle as a freshman had 67 goals. What about her play stood out to you, and did she exceed the expectations coming out of high school, even though she had very high expectations as one of the top recruits?
Sure, I think she did. She came in last year to a team we graduated 2 seniors the year before. She came in and she really made her mark and was able to have such success as a freshman and help us get all the way to the national championship. And so, as she comes in as a sophomore, she's very fast, she's very athletic, she's a great dodger, great shooter, and she's someone that we're going to look to a lot on the offensive end to help us create things and to make things happen.
You brought in another decorated freshman class. Is there a player out of that group who can have an immediate impact the way Megan did last year?
Well, Megan's a special player, but with us having graduated so many talented seniors in last year's class, we're really looking to these freshmen to step up. And, on the offensive end, looking to players like Caroline Steele, to Jen Giles, I think are both players on the offensive end that are going to make an immediate impact. But, we have some players, too, that have gotten a little time maybe over the past couple years or last year that, we're really hoping to get into the mix. And we're only 1 week into practice so far, but it's going to be really fun to see how this group develops as we head into the season.
Alex Fitzpatrick led the Big Ten in goals against average last year in her 1 year in cage for you. Have you found a replacement so far, or is that battle ongoing coming into the season?
The battle's always ongoing, with goalies. We like to take it right up to the start, keep them competing with each other. I do think our goalkeepers have played very well this fall and into the start of our preseason. Emily Kift is really stepping up, and she's playing with a lot of confidence, a lot of energy, a lot of enthusiasm right now. As a junior, Megan Taylor is a freshman goalie for us. It's really come out strong, too. So these guys are going to battle it out, and we'll see who will be, in the cage as we start our season in a couple of weeks.
There are several new rules in women's lacrosse this year. How did your team adjust in the fall to the new rules, and how do you expect them to impact the game?
I think it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun as a coach and a player to see our game changing and evolving, and as we continue to grow as a sport. I think some rules we're going to notice, fans are going to notice really quickly and right off the eye, especially stuff like our quick restarts, where the play is going to constantly be going, and I think the speed of the game is going to just continue to get faster. I love it. I loved it this fall. It's a lot of getting used to. It takes a little bit to really adjust to and to get our whole group on the same page, but I liked it. Obviously, we're all going to have some challenges, and there are going to be some hiccups as we go through the way, but that's what we need to do as a sport to continue to adjust.
It's the second year of Big Ten lacrosse, but also the second year for you, for Maryland as a member of the Big Ten Conference. When you talk to recruits and their families about your program, how do you describe the value of a Big Ten degree?
Well, the Big Ten's amazing. You know, to have the opportunity to have a Big Ten education, to go to a school like the University of Maryland and get a degree from such an outstanding institution, I think is amazing to be able to combine that with lacrosse and to play in our conference at the level that all of our schools have the ability to compete is second to none. And you know, for us recruiting, we get to play some great teams in conference, out of conference, but to be able to combine excellent lacrosse with a great education is really the full package.
Consecutive titles are part of the norm at Maryland. What do you need to do this year as a team to make it title number 3 in a row?
Well, looking at this, it's for us and the way that we approach things is this is a new year and we don't have anything and we're really starting from scratch and we're looking to build up and to try to work our way to be the best team that we can. And we're early on. We've had about a week of practice or so, and we're just looking to continue to develop. But again, we only have 5 returning starters and people that played a significant amount of time in the past. With one of those having been Megan Whittle, who only had a freshman season here so far. So we are going to be young. There's a lot of new faces into our group. I think this group is ready. They've got a lot of good energy. They're a lot of fun, and we're just looking to pull all the pieces of this puzzle together and to try to be ready to open our season on February 13th.
Maryland head coach Cathy Reese, we appreciate the time and best of luck this year.
Thanks so much.